it says that they began to speak, and all these people began to gather back up. It says in Acts 5:21, and they heard about all these things that were happening, that they came in and these things happened. So the guys come out and they said they heard all this, and they entered the temple at daybreak and began to teach. So they heard it from the angel. These guys come in and begin to teach. They begin to preach. And when the high priest came and those who were with him, they called together the council and all the senate of the people to Israel and sent to the prison for these guys to be brought out of the prison. So they were like, we're going to get them all together. We're going to try these guys because they're not of God. And they're going to have a prison. They're going to have a jury and a trial here. And what happens in 22? It says, when the officers came, they did not find them in the prison. So they returned and reported, we found the prison securely locked and the guards standing outside the doors. But when we opened them, we found nobody inside. Oopsie. Found nobody inside. Now, when the captain of the temple and the chief priests heard these words, they were greatly perplexed about them and wondering what this would come to. And here's what it's about to come to. It says, someone came out and told them, look, the men who you put in prison are standing in the temple and preaching and teaching to the people. It's like, yo, we're all here. They're right there. Those guys are there. Like, if you get out of prison, most people are not going back to the scene of the crime. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if they arrest you on the street corner, probably not go stand on the same street corner. You know what I'm talking about? But these guys are going and doing what the angel told them to do, which is go and continue to be bold. Be full of the Spirit. Go and talk about the life of Christ. And so that's exactly what they did. And of course, they go and they rearrest them or bring them in at least, and they tell them all these things. Like, we said that you couldn't do these things. And it says in verse 28, saying, we strictly charge you not to teach in his name. Remember, they just had this conversation with them and had just locked them up. Yet you are here, filled Jerusalem with your teaching, and you intend to bring this man, meaning Jesus, his blood upon us, because they were the ones that had killed Jesus. So Peter and them were like, yo, these guys, they killed Jesus. And so everybody was real mad at them because they killed Jesus. And so you could see why they were mad. And Peter and the apostles answered, we must obey God rather than men.